What is going on, everybody? It is Krieg, and we got movie number 44 for 2024. And this is a movie that I think if a few subtle changes are made, I would have this even higher on my list. As is, though, I did enjoy this movie a lot. Um, it had elements of my favorite movie of the year, which was Lowlifes, but just elements. Um, it's my favorite movie so far. There's a couple of candidates that I think could knock that out that I'm waiting to see. Violent Nature is one of them, but Maxine I intend to see the day it comes out. The first showing I can, so that's maybe the one that's going to top it, but maybe not. As far as Lowlifes, as far as this one goes, Hunter's Moon. I'm gonna spoil some things with this because if I don't, I don't think I could sell it well enough. Plus, the one big hole in it, the thing that brings it down for me, is part of the spoilers. Essentially, this is if Dexter was a family and they were werewolves. That's pretty much it. Like they essentially they kill the bad people. So it does tie in together why it opens up with a serial killer being killed, who I think was Sean Patrick finally. I didn't go back and look at the names. I know he wasn't listed. He wasn't one of the top billed people. That was Katrina Bowden from Tucker and Dale. That was Jay Moore from Cherry Falls. I guess I'll give him Cherry Falls. Obviously, I know he's a comedian. He's been a ton of stuff. But as far as horror, that's the one I connect him to. And I did dig that, Brittany Murphy. And it also had Thomas Jane of Punisher fame and a lot of other movies. Although in this movie, I think he kind of was phoning things in. But, movie, essentially, the parents are going out of town, you don't really know what's happening, then you see on the outside, the bad people are looking to rob them, and you learn one of those people was actually supplying the serial killer with girls. Like, kind of, I don't know what he's doing, it's fine, bring him out to him, etc. So, they definitely deserved what they got. But here's the thing, it's a werewolf movie, man. And the werewolf looked fine the one time you really saw it. But that's the problem. The one time you saw it, they don't tell you which of the girls it was. But then they show you the two sisters looking for the one, and she's lying in the pasture fully clothed, stabbed. So, in theory, the werewolf that was there couldn't have been one of the three girls. But it was, and they didn't tell us which one it was. That to me, that was a hole. I was almost waiting for like a fourth sister, or here's something, some Deus Ex Machina explanation. The whole God is the machine ideology at the end. Something happens to save everything. I need an explanation to make that make sense. I have a feeling they did some editing, and they removed some parts, and they didn't realize. Well, there's this scene with this giant werewolf, who. If it was one of the girls, wow, that's a pretty big growth pattern for the werewolves. And none of their clothes were injured, or that bothered me a lot because I'm trying to watch. Oh, which one is that? And I was like, wait, it's none of them. Who could it be? And then the one time you do see someone even mildly transform, it's the mother and it's just the eyes, and then they fade out and she's attacking somebody in the car. So listen, I dug it. This movie was fun. I like werewolf movies too, and then the werewolf did look good. It just wasn't used near enough. The only kills the werewolf did, you heard screaming, or you saw a slash of the throat, you saw a slash on the side of the face. You didn't see any good gore. You didn't see any good. It's a werewolf movie. You need that. There's some killer movies you don't need the gore. But you could have someone who's just a strangler. But in this case, the werewolf did not. You didn't see the werewolf used. So, with this type of a premise and the fact that it does have some, again, I do think Thomas Jane to me is more than just he's not some random actor. He's a good actor. I've liked him in a bunch of things. And then Jay Moore too. His acting range. I know he's been in a bunch of series. I like that one he was in back in the day. Was it Action on Fox? Very random. Most of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but he was okay. It just, I don't know. It just, and there was also even a scene too where the daughter, they found out they were moving to a house of serial killers that the serial killer owned, and the father acted mad because she found out, but the girl should have fully expected that given what their family does, because it seems like they just travel around and take out the bad people. So, I don't know. It had potential to be done really well. I think that might have entailed a little better, maybe some people following sort of the continuity a little bit, maybe with the editing, because that werewolf part threw me out, and I wish there was some better practical effects. But I get it, money happens, money's an issue at times. The werewolf did look cool, so that there was that. But I did say I like this movie, and I am going to give it a good rate. I'm going to give it. I want to give it a 6. I'm going to give it 5.75 out of 10 for me. But no, if they did a few of those things I mentioned, it could have been right up there for me, battling out with lowlifes. Because there's the good twist you don't expect. And I didn't want to spoil lowlifes when I did the preview. I don't mind spoiling this since it's from 2020, so a lot of you might have seen it. And let's face it, the tens and tens of you that watch these, I don't know. I guess you're okay with the spoilers at this point. But 5.75 out of 10, and it's a decent movie. Just this is something that a little bit of a bigger budget could have made really, really good. As is, it's still worth watching, and it is on Amazon Prime is where I just watched it. So, thanks for checking out my videos, folks. Peace.